All right, let me move along then to the last modern wrestling topic we got for the day. So this was from AEW Dynamite.
Oh my God.
11. It's Thunder Rosa.
I forgot we haven't covered this yet.
The controversy, Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford. So let me jump to our AEW Dynamite review that has all our reviews of
This has to be a watch along. This has to be seen to believe, right? Are we watching this one or no? Because I think we have to.
I'll play it for you if you want. I'll play the slides, and then afterwards I guess I'll play it in full speed if you want to see it that way. But let me jump down to storyline number 11 on our AEW Dynamite review. Skip past all this nonsense, Vlad. All this nonsense that we watched. Okay, so I tried to describe this as if it was like a real segment that didn't get fucked up. So the way I described it was Megan Bayne and Penelope win a game of chicken, as Rosa won't take a free swipe at them. So Thunder Rosa. Okay, I guess we got to describe what happened. Let me pull up the TV. Sorry, let me get a picture of
I think
Jerry Lawler.
It's going to be hard to explain what happened with this thing. I don't think anybody knows.
I can do it. I'm the master explainer of wrestling segments. So the match was Chris Statlander against Megan Bayne, and out comes Penelope Ford to interfere, pushes Chris Statlander off the top rope. So that's why she's even there. So I guess she formed an alliance with Megan Bayne. This leads to Megan Bayne's victory. And then Penelope is there, and Penelope continues post-match. There was an afterbirth, and Penelope attacks Statlander. So there you go. So this is where Thunder Rosa comes in. So Thunder Rosa's music hits, and she's supposed to come in, from what I hear, and scare off the two baby faces with a steel chair. But the baby faces don't act scared at all. Penelope stands in front of Thunder Rosa, thinking like, you're not going to hit me. Go ahead and hit me. And they just kind of stand up to her, right? And Thunder Rosa's like, well, I'm going to hit you. And they're like, well, go ahead and do it. And then basically I think Penelope tries to grab the steel chair from Rosa. And it's just a weird tug of war with that. And the referee gets it between them, and Megan Bayne and Penelope just walk out calmly. There was no chasing them off with a steel chair or anything. So that's how I describe it. I could play it for you in full speed if you want. So we can do a watch along. I'll take it off the TV. I'll put it in the corner over here if you guys need to zoom in over there. If you guys haven't seen this for some reason, you can zoom in. If you switch to 1080p, it'll be in better quality. But let's see how this went down. And I'll tell you what I would have done if I was Thunder Rosa.
Of her short AEW career, but with a massive asterisk, thanks to the assist by Penelope Ford.
All right, so here comes Rosa.
Wait a minute. Thunder Rosa, former AEW Women's World Champion. Thunder Rosa, who also crossed.
There they are, like, go ahead and hit me. And then Rosa, swings like she's going to do it, and she doesn't do it. She stops. Then Penelope just grabs the chair from her. This is awful.
This is wild.
Taz is like, this is wild. Taz knows what's going on.
Taz is like, this is insane, yes.
The damage done to Chris Statlander as Bayne and Penelope Ford working
well, there you go.
to secure the victory.
They do powder out in the end, and she throws the steel chair at them. Well, a lot to break down here. So I'll start with comments from Vlad. Vlad, what do you have to say about this whole thing? What do you think happened? Whose fault is it? What's going on here?
Boy, I don't honestly know where it all went wrong. Well, I know where it went wrong based on what you just showed, but I don't know why. The why is what I'm not understanding. Is it because there's actual heat between Penelope and Rosa that they just said that, hey, fuck what was said in the that we were supposed to bail out. We're just gonna make her look stupid in this thing. I don't know. I can't explain it. But if I'm Rosa, I'm swinging at their heads at that point. You're not leaving. You're making me look like I'm a fucking idiot. No, you're taking 2 shots to the head. Okay, both of you are getting swung on. I'm sorry. What the hell? You're making me look like an idiot here. What for? What for? What reason? I don't know. So I think you said what you would do if you were Rosa. I think that's the only thing you could do at this point. I think any wrestler would have done the same thing at that point because, like, clearly they were supposed to leave the ring. Like, that's like wrestling 101. The heels are supposed to bail when the babyface comes in with a weapon, you know. So everybody knows that. So I don't know what happened here. I don't know why, but obviously this makes AEW look like a mess because if you got, of all people, Penelope Ford, going into business for herself. That's insane. Like, who is that? Like, why would Penelope Cruz could go in business for herself if she wants to, but not Penelope Ford. That's for sure.
Yeah, and Megan Bayne is brand new. Like, why is she trying to make enemies?
What does she do? Yeah, I don't understand what happened here. So, I mean, I hope. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I'm Thunder Rosa, I'm incensed. Like, I'm totally pissed off. But I don't know. Like,
well, look,
I don't know the situation. Like, why are they doing this? Like, why did they do this? I don't know.
I was gonna say the same thing as you, Vlad, where I would have nailed them in the head. But I'm crazy. That probably would have cost her job.
Cares?
Right?
Get fired, man. Obviously they don't value it. Let these two idiots do that to a legitimate wrestler here. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, Megan Bayne looks great, but she's just like potential right now, just based on her look. But Penelope Ford is like the shit. Like, she should be allowed to. What has she been doing in this angle? And yeah, Thunder Rosa is a good wrestler, but she's been completely wasted in AEW for a while. And if she's smart, she would get the hell out of that company as fast as possible because this should be like a last straw type of deal.
I wouldn't say Penelope Ford is the shits. That's the first thing I'll disagree with you on. Secondly, I will say that a lot of people have been saying, how come Thunder Rosa is always the common denominator, and every time there's an issue between women drama in AEW with freaking
I know her and Britt Baker. But
now
Britt Baker has
this.
But I actually think that's more Britt Baker's fault because Britt Baker has more heat than anyone with everyone. As far as every time there's an issue, it's actually mostly on Britt Baker. Here, this one, I don't even know what the issue is. Like, nobody's ever said that there's been issues with Thunder Rosa and whoever and the other women. I mean, that hasn't been mentioned. So I don't know what the issue stems from here, but maybe somebody could fill us in at some point on what the reason this happened. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's been some stuff with Thunder Rosa, I guess, but I really don't blame her. I really believe if it's anybody's fault, it's the other women in that locker room. I do believe.
Well, all right. I haven't had any comments from Robert. Robert,
Please.
The floor is yours. You go ahead.
All right. That whole thing about, Thunder Rosa should have hit her anyways. Who cares if she gets fired or whatever? I don't know about that because
that's not professional.
Because who knows? Like, I don't know what her contract is like. Maybe she's making good money and wants to stay there.
Sure.
You don't know her situation, so it's really case by case basis. Maybe she doesn't want to get fired. Maybe she wants to stay for whatever her reasons are. Everybody has their reasons for staying or leaving. But yeah, this just looked really, really bad. This looks worse than a Nia Jax chair shot. At least those chair shots connected.
Well,
Okay, fine. She didn't have to, I was going to say, she didn't have to hit them in the head, fine, if you guys want to go down. But she could have at least given them, like, one of those mid-section shots or something.
Yeah, she could have nailed them in the arm or the back or something.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
maybe not with full force, but, like, something, like...
Yeah, like
instead of just stopping mid-swing.
Like a Nia Jax, where you kind of hit him, but you're not really hitting them, or type of deal, or something. Yes, but this was a disaster. This was really made AEW look really bad, and it makes you question like what is going on in that locker room that something like this could happen amongst people that are really not over. Like, I'm sorry, like Penelope Ford and the newcomer. Megan Bayne, I mean, like, she's only been here like a couple of weeks, and this really shouldn't be happening for these people,
They're taking a stand against Thunder Rosa.
But what for? Like, what did she do? I need more details. Like, for them to take a stand against a wrestler that I do believe actually has talent, she would have to. Is this like one of those? what's her name? TNA now that she's back. Blanchard. What's her first name?
Tessa Blanchard.
Is this one of those where she Thunder Rosa is a bully or she's doing something in the back that nobody knows about? If there's something like that, then I'd like to hear about it. But for now, just based on what we do know or what we don't know, this really is not Thunder Rosa's fault for sure.
All right, well, let's see our reviews for this segment. We got Kahan always focusing in on the wrestling, right? I don't like talking the drama, the backstage drama. I want to focus on the wrestling.
Yeah.
I do reviews of wrestling segments and wrestling storylines, and for this, I guess this ruined the storyline on this day. For me and Vlad, 2 thumbs down. Robert, 1 thumbs down. -2 points for me and Vlad. -1 point off of Robert's review of AEW Dynamite. So, okay. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm curious to see if there's like a suspension or maybe a D-push. Is Megan Bayne going to get D-pushed or are they going to make up? I don't know. Maybe in the end, Tony Khan will get them all together and they'll have a drink together and make up. I don't know, but
he could never do it when he definitely. First of all, I don't think so. He didn't even do it for his biggest star in CM Punk. He's gonna do it for Thunder Rosa. No, I don't see that either. Especially not Tony Khan.
So what's the deal then? So Penelope and Megan Bayne get deactivated and shut down, suspended.
Yes, I would at least suspend them or fine them for this, but. Unless there was they have to be a real valid reason for this, that you would just do this on live television for no reason, because clearly they went off script. Like that, clearly that was not what was said to be done. So I don't know. Yes, I would fine them at the very least and suspend them.
All right, Vlad laying down the law, Bryan Danielson style. You should fire their ass. Fire their ass.
I mean, I haven't heard Cornette, but I know Cornette will say somebody should have. I already know Cornette's going to say that Penelope Ford should be fired. So for this, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. We don't really know what the hell is going on here. Like, why is this even happening? That was my first question. Like, why did this go on? Like,
Maybe this is great drama, man. This is going to bring in the viewers. All right, let's move along from this stuff.
I don't think so. But I think they were under 600,000 again this past Dynamite, so I don't think so.
Well, I'm going to watch, but I was going to watch anyways. But...
Yeah, exactly. This guy, you're watching Ring of Honor and TNA, so I think you're going to watch Dynamite. Yes,
hey, don't talk about TNA. TNA is 10 times the company you will ever be.
Sure.
Yes, Hangman. We know.
Hey, TNA sets me off the way if you talk about TNA.
I like TNA also. Oh wait, you're talking about the wrestling company. Oh.
Yeah. No, if I mention, and the only way Robert goes crazy is if I talk bad about NXT. Then he gets really crazy. That's actually his favorite company.
I'll have a mention of NXT in my honorable mentions, but for